Stop paying $500 for a new oxygen sensor every time your check engine light flickers to life. Your mechanic might look you in the eye and say the part is dead, but in the world of modern automotive repair, dead is often just a code word for dirty. Inside your exhaust pipe, your oxygen sensor, the O_2 sensor, acts as a nose of your car's computer. It sniffs the exhaust gases to determine if your engine is running too lean, too much air, or too rich, too much fuel. However, years of idling in city traffic, using cheap, unbranded gasoline, or minor oil leaks coat the tip of the sensor in a thick, velvety layer of black carbon soot. This soot acts like a blindfold. When the sensor is blinded, your car's computer panics, defaults to a rich fuel mixture to stay safe, and effectively kills your gas mileage. We are revealing 9 professional-grade tricks to clean your oxygen sensor, many of which don't even require you to pick up a wrench. Trick 9, the concentrated fuel additive tank-in method. Before you allow a shop to fire the parts cannon at your vehicle, you need to understand the concentrated soak. Carbon buildup is essentially a gummy, sticky residue. Trick number 9 involves using the engine's own fuel delivery system to create a cleaning vapor. You aren't just looking for any fuel injector cleaner. You need a high-quality PA polyethylamine-based detergent. Look specifically for bottles labeled O2 sensor safe or catalytic converter cleaner. The procedure: wait until your fuel tank is at roughly 25%, 1/4 capacity. Pour the entire bottle in. By keeping the fuel level low, you ensure the chemical concentration is high enough to survive the combustion process. The chemicals turn into a cleaning mist in the combustion chamber and pass over the sensor tip at high velocity. Most people pour it in and go home. To actually see results, you must drive for at least 20 miles at varying speeds. This dissolves the soft soot that causes an annoying stumble at stoplights. But what happens if the soot has already hardened into a crust? That's where we move from the gas tank to the lungs of the engine. Trick 8. The intake vacuum direct strike. In high-pressure repair bays, mechanics don't have time to wait for a full tank of treated gas to circulate. They need a direct strike on the carbon. This method uses the engine's vacuum system as a delivery straw. By identifying the thick vacuum hose, usually the one leading to your brake booster, you can introduce a sensor-safe cleaning solvent directly into the intake manifold. The professional technique: start the engine and let it reach operating temperature. Disconnect the vacuum line. You will hear a hissing sound as air rushes in. While an assistant holds a throttle at a steady 2,000 revolutions per minute, allow the hose to sip the cleaner. Do not submerge the hose. You want to atomize the liquid into a fog. Safety warning: if you allow the engine to gulp too much liquid, you risk hydrolock, which will destroy your pistons. Slow sips are the key. This creates a high-velocity chemical fog that blasts the O_2 sensor tip as it exits the exhaust manifold. If you see a massive cloud of white smoke pouring out of your tailpipe, do not panic. That is years of engine blindness being purged in real time. It's an internal pressure wash that restores a wandering idle in under 10 minutes. Trick 7. The Italian tune-up thermal incineration. Long before we had digital scanners, old-school mechanics used physics. They realized that short-trip city driving is a primary killer of oxygen sensors because the exhaust never reaches the self-cleaning temperature. Italian tune-up is a zero-cost method that uses thermal energy to do the heavy lifting. O2 sensors are made of zirconium dioxide, a ceramic material that only begins to generate an accurate voltage signal once it hits approximately 315 to the power of C, 600 to the power of F. To clean it, we need to go much hotter. The method: find an open highway. Drive the car in a lower gear, 3rd gear instead of 5th or 6th, to keep the RPMs high, around 3,500 to 4,500 revolutions per minute. Maintain this for 20 minutes. The sustained high-velocity exhaust flow raises temperatures to the point where the carbon soot literally incinerates. Think of it like a self-cleaning oven. The carbon turns into a fine white ash and is blown out the tailpipe. This resets your fuel trims and wakes up a lazy sensor without you spending a single dime at the parts store. Trick 6. The vinegar and baking soda acid-base bubble. Sometimes, the carbon is baked on so hard that neither chemicals nor heat can break it. This is where we look to the kitchen. Old school mechanics use a claim that once a sensor was poisoned with ash, it was scrap. They were wrong. This trick requires removing the sensor. Once it's out, you'll likely see a tip that looks like it was dipped in black tar. The soak, submerge only the metal tip in white distilled vinegar, acetic acid. The mild acid begins to eat the mineral deposits that high heat methods miss. Dropping in a spoonful of baking soda creates a violent mechanical bubbling action. This fizzing helps lift debris out from the hidden sensing element inside the metal shroud. When the liquid turns murky gray or black, you know it's working. It's a pennies on the dollar recovery that is significantly safer than using a blowtorch, which can crack the delicate internal ceramic bulb. Trick 5. The gasoline or acetone solvent bath. In high-end performance shops where an engine might be burning oil due to high boost applications, a standard cleaner won't work. Oil creates a varnish, a plastic-like coating that survives most additives. To fight fuel-based carbon, you use the chemicals that created it. Removing the sensor and submerging in a bath of acetone or gasoline overnight is the heavy artillery of sensor cleaning. Why it works? Acetone is an industrial-strength solvent that melts grease and varnish on contact. Over an 8-hour soak, the solvent penetrates the tiny ventilation holes in the sensor's shroud. By morning, a blackened sensor often looks brand new. Crucial step. You must let the sensor air dry completely until the smell of fuel is gone before reinstalling it. If you reinstall it wet, the first spark of exhaust could cause a localized explosion that shatters the sensor. But what if you don't want to use gasoline? What if you need a professional-grade aerosol? That leads us to trick number 4, and a secret hole on the sensor that 99% of people ignore. We are moving into the techniques used by master technicians to ensure the sensor isn't just clean, but is accurately communicated with the car's engine control unit, ECU. Trick 4. Specialized oxygen sensor aerosol spray. For years, cleaning a sensor was a gamble. If you use a standard degreaser or Bracklene, you risked leaving a sticky residue behind. That residue would then bake onto the sensor, creating a permanent layer of insulation that makes the car run worse than before. Dedicated O2 sensor cleaning sprays change the game. These are engineered to evaporate instantly. The pro-grade dry clean. Remove the sensor and use the straw attachment to blast the spray directly into the small ventilation holes. The pressurized stream forces a liquid into the heart of the sensor, flushing out contaminants that a soak might miss. Because it leaves zero film, the sensor can immediately begin reading oxygen levels the moment you start the car. It is the most reliable way to get professional result in your own driveway without the $150 an hour labor rate. Trick 3. The soft nylon scrub. A veteran mechanic can sometimes fix a car that 3 different digital scanners couldn't diagnose, often using nothing more than an old toothbrush. Many people assume the O_2 sensor is a solid metal plug. It isn't. It is a breathing tube protected by a metal shroud with tiny holes. If those holes are plugged with glass-like hard dirt silica, no chemical soak will ever reach the inside. The mechanical fix. Use a soft bristled nylon brush. Hold the sensor with the tip facing down. This is critical. You want the dust to fall out, not deeper into the sensor. Use light, rapid strokes across the ventilation holes until the silver metal is visible again.